I'm YosoBoho. Welcome back to my channel and to another Tuesday night tabletop thrift haul. So tonight I'm going to show you a haul from an estate sale that Irf and I went to a couple of weeks ago. And then I'm going to share with you a big find at a garage sale that we went to the same day. I do have a couple of bolos here as well, so hang tight and let me show you what we found. All right, on this particular day, we went to an estate sale. We missed the first day, so this was day 2, and usually everything on day 2 at an estate sale is half off, which I love. So these were all half off things, and we found a nice little pile of stuff. One of the first things that I grabbed, which I absolutely love, is this huge wicker. It's not that big. It's a cat bed. It's wicker. It's so cute. Let me take this out of here. They had $20 on it, which meant 10, and I actually asked them for a discount from 10, which is a little crazy because this is obviously worth way more, but I always try and negotiate. And it was super funny because the one woman at the sale, she said, I can't, she's like, one of the people that was like working at the sale actually wanted it, and it was hidden under a table so that she was hoping nobody would see it. So there was no way I was getting a discount on it. I had to pay the 10 and that was fine. I was happy with that. And I actually met the woman on the way out. She was like, I really wanted that. And I was like, I'm sorry. This I may keep. I do have one of my cats loves to tunnel and loves to get inside of her beds. So I'm going to try it with her. If it doesn't work, if she doesn't use it, I will sell it. I imagine I can get probably $50 to $60 for this bed. I'm seeing other ones way higher online, so I'm not even sure about that price. But I do know that, you know, this is a beautiful, well-built piece, and I love it. Now, I pulled out of there this clipper set. You can tell just by the color of this plastic that this is old. It is old new stock, so it's still brand new in the package. It's a clipper kit, and it was half off of $5. So we paid $2.50 for this. Nice little find for $2.50. Irf actually spotted the next thing, which is this Peanuts Charlie Brown Christmas tree. The box is pretty damaged. It's probably been used and then maybe taped up. I haven't gotten it out. I haven't tested it, so that is going to be the determinant of the price because it's musical, so hopefully it works. If it does work, I believe we paid, I want to say we paid $2 for it, and it should sell for $20. I'm going to put this in my shop at Christmas time to add a little bit of Christmas flair. So if it works, it'll be there for about 20 bucks. Another Christmas item that I grabbed were these brass candle holders. They're clip-on. So you put these in your Christmas tree. I don't suggest you use real candles. That would be kind of dumb. But they're kind of great. They are vintage. There's, I'm going to say probably a couple of dozen in here. And it looks like the vintage ones online go for about $20 for a dozen. These are not all in great shape. There is some rust on them. So I'm guessing probably between $20 and $30 for this whole bag. And that's great because I got them for $1. The woman's house that we were at, she had a very extensive Wedgewood collection. Wedgewood makes these Jasperware pieces. They make them in many colors. This is blue, which is probably the most popular. They make them in yellow. They make them in black. This was a pretty little tray, and I picked it up because it was $5, which meant I paid $2.50. And I'm looking at sales comps probably between $30 and $40. There's a couple of other listed right now, and I want to say they're both listed at $44. I think the sold comp, and I'll of course share it with you, but I think the sold comp was closer to 30, or it was like a offer taken when they had it listed for 33. So I would be super happy with 30 bucks on a $2.50 investment. They did have quite a collection of mugs as well. And this one I had to pick up. It is a Teleflora smiley face mug, planter, whatever you want to use it for. It's a large one, obviously. You can see it's almost the size of my face. I have never picked one of these up until this sale. It's funny, I see them quite a bit and they're always chipped or there's something wrong with them. They're cracked. But every time I see one, of course, I think of Yvon from Thrifty Rich. She has a thing for these. If you watch her, you know, and go watch her. She's awesome. But I always think of her when I see these. This I picked up for $1.50, which was a nice little grab. It should sell for about $10 to $12. I'm gonna put this one in the shop because I do believe my aunt put one in the shop and it went pretty quick. So we're gonna try that out. Here's another mug. It just appealed to me because it has my R for my last name and it was $1. It's just a threshold mug, which is sold at Target, but I love the color and I love the size. It's like the perfect coffee size. So I grabbed it. I think it might go in the camper. I have a couple other R mugs in the camper and I think I'm gonna have my R monogrammed things kind of tucked away in the camper for use. This is a cool find. It is not old. It is a Tiki cup, ceramic. It's in beautiful condition. It's from 2011 and if you can see there, the blue hash, that's like a $1 price from the Goodwill. The woman who lived in this house was quite a Goodwill fanatic. I found a lot of things that were obviously purchased from Goodwill. Now this mug is probably a $10 to $15 mug, which is awesome. I paid, I think $1 or 50 cents for this. I love these mugs so much. They are just little teacups, no handle, but look at the glaze and the colors on that. And I love that it has this detail, this like wash of white in the inside. And even on the bottom, they did this little bit of movement there. It's just really great. I love kind of the brush marks that you can see in it. There are 4 of these. I have not priced them yet. These will be hard to let go of. This is me to a T. These colors, this vibe, it's very boho, very cool. And yeah, I don't yet know what I will price them for, but I will. I will be listing these on eBay and I'll share here if I've decided what the price will be on them. Okay, let's look at one of the bolos. It's so funny. I owe Shell Belle a big thank you. I watched her video. I want to say it was about a month ago. I called my mom. I said, I watched this woman on YouTube who says that your advent calendar is a bolo. And she was like, what? And I said, your Avon advent calendar. Now my mom used to be an Avon lady back in the 80s. And this calendar, this vintage advent calendar, which has this little mouse that you move from date to date in these little pockets. My mom has this and she uses it every year. She has it hanging in the kitchen. And I said, Mom, you won't believe what she's saying these things are gonna go for. Like between $100 and $200. Some of them are selling for 200 plus. And sure enough, I looked on eBay and they were, and it's all dependent on, of course, condition. If you have the mouse, that's a big deal. People actually are out there making these mice and selling them separate. So you can go out and buy the calendar for like 40 or 50 bucks and buy a brand new mouse. But the original mouse in the original calendar, and if it's new, like in package new, oh my gosh, 200 bucks easy. But this should sell for between $100 and $200. I paid $5, they had 10 on it. And I grabbed it off the wall so quick. I said, how did this make it to day 2? Well, obviously not everybody watches Shell Belle, but I did. And I know that this is worth good money. It does have a couple of condition issues. In fact, the mouse looks like he has maybe some water damage, but I think a little bit of OxyClean and this is gonna be perfect. And I would be thrilled to make $100 on this. So keep an eye out for these. Big bolo, you'd never know, right? You see everything Avon and you think, oh, it's not worth anything. Big bolo. I have been buying tins and selling tins very quickly on eBay, so keep an eye out for really nice tins. I don't know if I made a mistake here with these. I liked them because there were 3 of them and they nested. They were originally marked $10, which means I paid $5. But they're in really bad shape. I mean, the tins themselves are great. They're not dinged up, but the actual, like, look at that. Now, I even worked a little bit on this one. I don't think they're gonna come clean. I was hoping they would come clean, but I don't think they're gonna come clean. But man, do I love that they all fit inside each other. And that there's 3 sizes. Now these are not Daher, D-A-H-E-R, which I talked about last week. These are made in Holland. They have a similar font though, and they're in the circle marked. So maybe, possibly, they also make Daher in Holland. Now, if I'm finding out this information later, I will share it here. But there are 3 nice sizes, and maybe somebody will like the look of these because they have that kind of discoloration and age. They do definitely look old, and I don't think they're that old. I'm thinking maybe 80s, 70s or 80s. I'm not 100%, but they're just really kind of grubby, so we'll see. I don't know if I'll list these or if I'll add them to the shop. I'll probably try and list them, and I'll just disclose that they're pretty heavily patinaed. All right, and then the last thing I have to share with you from this estate sale, and it is the second bolo, is a weird looking machine that I found in the garage. I'm just gonna hold it up for a second and talk about it because it's pretty heavy. It is this Oxy Pro. You rest your ankles in here and it shakes your legs and it's good for circulation. So it's a medical device basically. They had a $5 sticker on here, which means I paid $2.50. So of course I had to look it up, and sure enough, these go for anywhere between $60 and $100. And that's a pretty great return on $2.50. I did test it out and it works fine, and I'm hoping that somebody will be looking for this. There are quite a few listed, but I think if I'm in that lower, maybe $50 or $60 range, I will be able to turn this around pretty quickly, which is awesome. All right, everybody, that is it for this haul from the estate sale. But wait until you see what I grabbed at the next sale. We hit a garage sale. I walked into the garage and a whole set of vintage rattan furniture was sitting in there, and I could not believe it. They had $100 their best offer on a price tag, and I looked at the woman and I said, 80 bucks? And she was like, oh yeah, sure, take it. Okay. We'll be back with the trailer. So off we went right back. We bought a couple other things, a couple older vintage folding chairs. These are actually a bolo. So these are mid-century lawn chairs. They're folding webbed lawn chairs, and people pay lots of money for these. I can expect anywhere from $75 to $100 for this pair. I will likely list them locally or take them to the shop, but they do sell on eBay and people are willing to pay for shipping. I will show you a couple of listings here. These are sales comps, and you can see they're up, probably around $80, and they paid $50 to $70 to get them shipped. So keep an eye out for these, definitely. Let's take a look at what I bought on the trailer the next day after we bought them. We have a trailer, comes in handy. Check this out. Here is the rattan set that I purchased at a garage sale yesterday. Fantastic. I paid $80 for the entire set, and that is a deal. That's actually kind of a steal. They were moving and they were happy to get rid of it, so I was happy to take it. Now I have a cushion conundrum. I need some cushions for the chairs. I took the ones off of them. They were kind of handmade. I threw them in the wash and the dryer, and they did not fare so well. They were all very sun faded and needed some help. So what was on the couch originally were these pillows that were also handmade, and this cover. And these pillows matched the ones that were on the swivel chairs. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but they are very worn and kind of hairy. And so I stripped them all off, and I was thrilled to see the original cushions on this and the original cushion on this ottoman as well. This is an ottoman tipped up here. This was covered in just a dark blue cloth, and the fabric is in great condition. So what I think I'm going to do is get 3 large pillows that match one of the colors in this original fabric and put those on there. And then I'm gonna have to get 2 of the chair covers, the chair pads. These are side tables. The glass is here and here. I don't know if you can see them on the cushions, but 2 side tables, couch, ottoman, and these amazing swivel chairs. Look at that bent wood. So gorgeous. Look at the work here on the sides. This kind of lattice. And then they have these panels. I don't know if you can see here. Oh, you can see on the side of the ottoman. They have these panels here that are just so pretty. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to sell them in one full set and how I'm going to price it. I'm thinking about splitting it up and doing the chairs with one side table as a unit and the couch with a side table and the ottoman as a unit. But we'll see. These swivel chairs are amazing. So beautiful, in such good shape. I think somebody's going to be thrilled to have this set. I know I was thrilled to find it. I paid $80. I could probably expect somewhere between $600 and $800 for the whole set, and that's here in Ohio. In other areas of the country, I mean, the couch itself would go for $800 to $1,200. But we'll see. I still have some research to do. I definitely don't want to underprice them. The cushions did prove to be a challenge. I ended up buying all new cushions. I spent about $150, and that was at Big Lots, and they were on sale. So that tells you how expensive outdoor cushions are. I ended up covering the ottoman, and here's what the set looked like. This is actually at the shop. I started the pricing at $899.99. So that was, you know, on the higher end of what I thought I could get. And this set has been sitting there for 2 weeks. It is not sold. We had a 20% off sale last weekend. It didn't sell then. So I've actually dropped the price down to $750, and we will see what happens from here. All right, everybody, that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Tuesday night. I hope you come back on Thursday, where we will be taking a look at a Goodwill, one of my favorite Goodwills, and a thrift haul from that Goodwill. I super appreciate you watching, and I hope if you have not subscribed, you consider subscribing. Hit that little alarm button so you know when I put up a new video at least 2 times a week. Click that like button down there if you liked it. Click the dislike if you didn't. I don't care. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you liked out of this haul, or just say hello, and then share this video out so that we can continue to grow the YosoBoho tribe. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.